Hello everyone, you join us on a very special day. We're at the London Chamber of Commerce International in London. The day after we launched GenIA-L, our groundbreaking AI assistant for tax advisors and accountants. And I'm joined by a very special guest. Perhaps you'd like to introduce yourself, tell us who you are, who you work for, and what you're doing in London.
Okay, thank you. So I'm María de O Martínez. I'm head of innovation of Lefebvre Sarrut. So at the group, we are the group that have built GenIA-L, that's a product that was launched yesterday, so I have come for the launch. And also I participated yesterday in a very nice conversation as was a special guest to explain what we are doing in Lefebvre Sarrut about AI. So we were speaking about GenIA-L, we were speaking about our internal process and how we are transforming our company, and also how we boost innovation in the company and we boost the knowledge of AI. Well, very interesting.
So how does Lefebvre Sarrut preserve the ethical implications of AI? It's obviously a big subject and it concerns a lot of people.
Yeah, it's really a big subject and very interesting, and I'm very glad to say that we signed it this week. We are one of the 100 companies that have signed the AI Pact. So we are anticipating what is going to be mandatory for all the companies with the AI Act. So this means that we need to create, that we have already a governance around AI in the company, that we need to map all the systems and to identify where there is risk or not. And also we have to assure that people, that is very important, have the literacy and the trainings needed to do their jobs with AI. So we are there and we are working really very hard on this.
Okay, it's clearly something that the business takes very seriously.
Yeah, very much.
Okay. So Lefebvre Sarrut presumably works closely with businesses in developing its products. Can you also explain, or can you give us any practical examples of how businesses are benefiting from using generative AI?
Yeah, sure. So, there are many examples. So let's focus maybe on GenIA-L and how they use them, if they use it. So first, the first thing is that the time on legal research is really, there is a lot of saving on time. And or not only on the time on legal research, but also analyzing the results, because we are sure that we have the sources that are behind the information. So we give the professional really a very good answer and very well described, that it can even give to their customers or internal customers. So
I think that's really worth stating, isn't it? That the answers generated they're only as good as the information which is fed in, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if that information is already class leading, then you know that the answers generated are going to be completely reliable.
Yeah, it's accurate and it's updated, but it's not
updated. That's important. Yeah,
that's very important. So this is time saving is quite a lot. But with generative AI, you can generate reports. You can personalize the answers to your customers. So really, the service as a professional you give to your customer is much better, and you can dedicate more time to really bring value, because you have the information and you can really understand the information better than before.
Fascinating. Thank you. So Maria, can you provide us with an insight into the way that AI is being harnessed by Lefebvre Sarrut to aid the tax and legal and business environment?
Oh, wow. Good question. So first thing to say is that AI is not something new for Lefebvre Sarrut. As publisher, we have been working with AI in our search engines for years. So that's why we had the experience with LLMs to really be very fast and quick to launch a solution in all the markets. So as we launched yesterday here, and we have been the first in UK market for tax advisors to launch generative AI solution. It has been the same in the other countries where the group it is. So we have a solution, and we create a solution that is going to bring a lot of freedom, I think, to the tax advisor. So we are with the solution GenIA-L, they can be really have more time really to give value to their customers, because they can upload documents, compare documents, interrogate, summarize documents, and of course always with the sources with the trust. What is the value of Lefebvre or Indicator?
We hear a lot of talk about AI being launched into the UK market, but we haven't seen much evidence of many products actually arriving. Why do you think that is?
Because it's not so easy.
Okay.
I mean, at the end, we have seen the solutions, free solutions that you can use in the market. But when your market is tax, you need to give them trust.
Absolutely.
And this is not so easy to do. So this is really our value, and we are giving trust, and we are giving sources, so our users can be really can rely on the information we are giving to them.
Okay.
So I mean, they can be really sure that what they are reporting to the customer is something really trusting.
They can really rely on it.
Yeah.
But why is it, do you think, that Lefebvre Sarrut has been able to get to the market ahead of the competition? Is it because we've been practicing for this day for a bit longer than everybody else, or we've got more talent in the pool, or what?
Of course, we have an R&D team that is really great.
Of course.
Of course. So yeah, it's the team of Michael Benesti, who is they are really very specialized in LLM. So they've been working in this for 4 years already. So they were ready when the technology of generative AI arrived, and that was a boom. It was not something that it was unknown for us. So that's why we could go to the market very soon. And then also what is very important, our search engines are very powerful. So if you combine both, you have a solution like GenIA-L. The problem is when the search engine is not good, so you have to redo it, because generative AI transform what the results you have. If those results are not good, I mean, you will not have a good product.
Absolutely.
So that's the reason.
Okay. That's really good to know. You've explained some of the wonderful opportunities that AI offers, but should UK businesses be fearful of AI in general?
No. AI is a technology that has come to really to stay. And what we have to do is to embrace it. It's very important to train the people to use it, and and to get the best of it. So it's going to be very useful in the next. It's a real transformation that we are going to see. I think it's much bigger than when we had internet. So there was a high, we say, now we are on down. No, this is something that has come, and really what we need to do is to use it. So I think not only the business here, the business everywhere are going to take advantage of generative AI if they do well, and this is going to make a lot of benefits for all the industries.
What if I were a trainee lawyer just starting out in my career, and my company had invested a huge amount of money in a generative AI solution? Should I not be fearful about my role? Is the GenIA not going to do a lot of the sort of contract analysis work that I would have done in the past?
You know, what I think, and this may be my personal view, is that you are very lucky you are finishing today the career with generative AI, because you are going to be able to grow on the career quicker than before, because you have tools that help you. That before you needed to maybe to take more time to investigate and to understand, and now these tools make us better, not lazier. That's my point of view. So I think if you are a junior, I think you are very lucky to have the tools that will help you. And if before, in sometimes lawyers didn't, or young people didn't like to study law because it was a long career, now I think they can grow very much faster.
Okay, so you see AI as being a facilitator, a way of getting from A to B a little bit quicker, but actually it will give them an opportunity to use their brain power more early on in their career more effectively.
That's
probably.
what, for sure, because AI is AI. It's generating information, but you need to have criteria, especially when you are a tax advisor or legal professional. So the human criteria is always needed. So for juniors, it's going to be really great.
Interesting. Thank you. So we've spoken about the clear benefits that generative AI can bring to a business in terms of how it interacts with its customers. But what about how you can use generative AI to improve internal processes, for example, to make the business more efficient in certain ways that it operates? Can you give us some examples?
Wow, well, there are so many. And really, we need to understand really the benefit we are going to have implementing generative AI. But I'm sure all the roles in the company are going to change. Maybe less.
All of them?
Maybe not the housekeeper.
Okay.
But for the rest, the way we do things, I mean, even, I don't know you, Duncan, but for me, I have changed the way I do,
for sure.
I do things. I mean, when I write, when I translate, when I do presentations, so I've changed a lot. So, but it's very critical because generative AI can be everywhere. But we need to focus and we need to see where really I'm going to have efficiencies using generative AI. Because if not, there is no sense. And maybe we are making a mess and we will not get benefits of it. But it's really going to change every single task, from human resource, finance, logistics, customer service, a lot. Everything has to do with marketing, communication.
Even editorial?
Even editorial, of course. We already, I mean, if we look at our own example, we have been using tools and AI for years, but now with generative AI, editorial and publishing is going to change. I can share a talk that now is in production that we are doing in Spain. Please. So we do podcasts for some of our products and also to publish on the social networks, and now we are doing them with generative AI. So I mean, there is always a human seeing and looking that information is good and it's reliable, but then the podcast has written the answer and it's verified by someone, and then the voice is done by generative AI.
So it's not even scripted by an editor?
Yeah, it's revising.
Wow.
Yeah, of course, because we need to, revise.
And you can choose your voice to suit your market?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and even the tone, because it's not the same, how we have to tell something to someone managing a business than to a law firm, or to maybe to an advisor or a tax advisor. So even the tone is different.
So you're a real advocate of the benefits that generative AI can bring to an internal process.
I think I'm very anxious to see what is going to happen in 1 year, because it goes so fast, not even in 1 year.
But if you're a small business, a typical small business in the UK, do you not think this might come across as a bit intimidating? Where do I start with AI? What should be the first thing that I should consider implementing to make my business more efficient? Or should I just brush it under the carpet in the hope that it goes away? Well, clearly it isn't going to. But can you see, for a small business, how it could be a little bit intimidating?
Yeah, but I think first you need to be very curious. So learn, get informed what you can do with AI, and then you will find some pain points that I'm sure generative AI will help. And there are many tools you can use for free, so you can get start to use them. And there are so many information on the internet that you can learn from it.
Okay, so I think the message really is you've got to move with the times, otherwise you will get left behind.
Sure, and you have to, because others will come.
Yeah, absolutely.